I mean, through the years, you try a bunch of stuff. And through the years, eating fewer calories and, everything that everybody else does, I guess, on and off. But it had not been certainly as successful as this. I'm Ricki Ingalls. So I currently live in Burleson, Texas. I have a wonderful wife. We've been married 38 years. 6 boys. We'd moved to San Marcos, Texas, and I lived in Wimberley, and our doctor in Wimberley, October 2015, I went 335. I went into her and said, I've been asking the wrong questions all these years. She said, what's the right question? I said, the right question is, what do I need to do to lose 100 pounds? She asked if I was serious, and I was serious. So we made adjustments in diet and exercise. I would say nothing drastic, no meds, no anything else. And I dropped 30 pounds doing that, so I got down to 305. But I was on diabetic medicine, and I'm on a statin as well for cholesterol. Now you got to remember that the first 30 or 35, 40 pounds didn't solve a lot of my medical problems, okay? So yeah, I was lighter, yeah, I'd lost an inch or so in the waist compared to what I've lost since January. But I was still, needing the diabetic medicine and things. So, well, the 335 thing in Wimberley, Texas, when I went to the doctor and asked to lose 100 pounds, the impetus for that was the birth of our first grandchild. Because it was a girl, and people aren't getting married as early, and I wanted to be around for her wedding, and I knew I needed to live 30 years, and I wasn't sure that I could do that in the shape that I was in. There were times I had a hard time buckling the seatbelt on the airplane. That kind of stuff is just embarrassing. I'm a diabetic, type 2 diabetic, and my doctor told me in December, you need to lose weight. And so, because she wanted to put me on more medicine, and I said, no, I don't want more medicine. I was very interested in the whole DNA thing because that to me seems smart, because whatever your DNA comes back and there's good science behind that, that should be the thing that keeps you on a good path. I came here in January of this year, of 2018, January 3rd, and I weighed 297 according to the scales here. I feel great. I have since January 3rd, I've lost 58 pounds. I've dropped 8+ inches in the waist, everything down. So I've lost 7 inches in the chest, 8 in the waist, and about 5 inches in the hips. So none of my clothes fit. One of my sons, he lives in San Marcos, and I went down, I was in that area already, and we had lunch together, and he told me, and this was 20 pounds ago, he told me, if you had shaved your beard, I wouldn't have recognized you, right? My oldest son came into my own house maybe 2 months ago, and the quote was, I was not prepared to see you like this. I've been out to the driving range since I lost some weight. Boy, that was an interesting ordeal because all of a sudden my hands could drop lower, and that sounded funny. I had a whole lot more range of motion and freedom with that. Things are certainly different now. I can go walk now, it's not an issue, right? Go walk, go lift some weights, doesn't matter. I went to my diabetic doctor, who told me to lose weight or get on more medicine. I've been to her twice since that visit in December. The first one, my A1c had gone from 7.8 to 5.6. She called me her superstar patient of the year for doing that. She couldn't believe I'd lost that much weight, etc. And at that time, I'd probably lost close to 35 or so pounds in that 3 months. And I just had another appointment on Friday, a couple days ago. I had already dropped my Metformin in half after the first visit. My A1c was still 5.7. We're completely off the Metformin. And then I'm going to figure out how to get off the statin over the next 6 months for the cholesterol. So you know, I got another 20 to 30 or 40 pounds to go, and I feel pretty confident we'll get there by the end of the year. You know, to be able to get off the medications and actually manage this in a healthy way instead of with medicine is a big change for me. It's actually kind of odd, because now I'm completely, the last 3 or 4 days I've been completely out of my routine. My routine is to grab the Metformin in the morning when I brush my teeth, and to take it in the evening before I go to bed. And it's like, no, I don't do that anymore. It's on a different shelf. It doesn't deal with it. So yeah, it's been great. Get that whole DNA analysis for me has been spot on as far as my health is concerned, and it hasn't been off at all.